Okay, so as we can see, I slapped a set of GHS boomers on it, and as I suspected, the neck pulled up even further. So I'm going to do a truss, and like I said, I'm going to let it sit for a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and we'll check this guitar out again. From the previous open box review, really nice guitar. I don't regret this purchase one bit. There is a couple of things I'm noticing now, though. The pickups, incredibly floppy in here, and it had some sort of a greasy film. Once I took off those pickup covers, it was all over them, so I've been trying to get that off as well. Aside from that, I'm going to do the truss, like I said in the other video, about a quarter of a turn, and I'm going to bring it back to the amp and give you some closing thoughts on this Firefly double cutaway Les Paul. Okay? I'll be back. Now I wanted to mention something. Some of you know and some of you don't, but I think it's really important that I share this. When you're changing strings, never cut them all off at the same time. What would happen when you do that is that truss rod, which is pushing or pulling this way, and the strings are pulling this way, what happens when you cut them all off, that truss rod literally snaps back. It'll screw up your guitar, screw up the intonation, just don't do it. Take off a string, tune it back up, go to the next one, all the way through. This way you're not going to mess up your intonation, and you're not going to mess up your truss, your neck, etc. I did want to mention also, I did a quarter turn with the truss, so that would be literally this much. Gauge it by the top, just a quarter of a turn. I did a quarter of a turn, put some GHS Boomer 10 gauge on here, and even though it feels a little spongy still, I'm going to let the guitar sit, but the GHS Boomer 10 gauge up against these, what I'm assuming are stainless steel frets, sounds really good, really jangly, and it's got a nice shimmer to it. Alright, guys, I'm going to let it sit for about an hour, let the truss kind of mellow out. This guitar has been through a lot of traveling, a lot of weather, and a lot of stuff. So, we'll come back, we'll try it out one more time. Alright guys, thanks for hanging with me. Okay, so as you can see, I slapped some new strings on this, and we're going to go clean and we're going to go dirty. Just sort of a follow-up on the previous video, and after a while let it sit. I always like to keep the strings off here initially, guys, on the new guitars, because in my experience, many times, if you cut them, all of a sudden it slips and you don't have any remaining string to kind of compensate and restring it. So I always recommend leaving these things hanging on there for a little bit after you put them on, let it stretch out, and then you can cut them off and whatnot. Clean, rhythm, clean, treble. Well, I gotta turn it on. Treble pickup's very punchy. Alright. Okay, some high gain overdrive. And man, this guitar is really punchy. Rhythm pickup. See how much sustain we can get now. Man, as Nigel Tufnell will say, you hit a note right like that and it just goes forever. Right, it just keeps going. Man, this guitar's got a ton of sustain. I am jazzed, no pun intended, I am jazzed to bring this bad boy to my next gig. So guys, that's the truss adjustment, GHS Boomers, finalized review of the Firefly double cutaway Les Paul guitar. And I bought this from their website. I don't think you can get this on Amazon or anything yet, but this guitar is really a knockout. It's beautiful, it sounds great, it plays great. And ironically, I just did a video, which should be coming out, or is out, about the difference between an expensive guitar like a Les Paul or my Strats, vintage guitars, versus these cheap, you know, $200 guitars. But this guy is, he's a contender. He's a contender. He's a contender. Anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for hanging. Do something good for yourself. Do something good for somebody else. Anyway, go out and get yourself a Firefly double cutaway Les Paul copy. This guitar is gorgeous. Thanks for watching, guys. Be good, and I'll see you on the next one.